Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to take a look at what's next ahead, what's coming up for you, what can you expect. These are your pile choices. I'm going to go ahead and pull these up closer for you all. So this is pile number 1. And that is with the dice with the number 3 on there. For pile number 2, this is your card. And that is with the number 6. For pile number 3, this is your card. And that is with the number 1. Alright, pause the video if you need more time to meditate. The timestamps will be listed in the description box below, and I'll see you all at your readings. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. So we're taking a look at what's next on the path for you. And you were drawn to this card and the number 3 on the dice. So immediately what I'm getting for your card here is we have this woman, and it looks like she's waiting for a message. Something to do with love. So perhaps you're waiting to hear from or receive a communication, words of love, words of affection, or perhaps even receive some type of affection from someone. We have number 3. Number 3s represent abundance, expansion, the divine feminine. There are also connections with communication, harmony, balance, expression, cycles, the Trinity, mind, body, and spirit, and creativity. So I feel like there's this woman, yeah, she is about to deliver a message of love. So perhaps this is what is coming in for you. What's next is a message of love. Spirit's delivering something to you. You're about to receive something involving love. We have card number 15, which is a 6, creating a nurturing environment, family, home life, harmony, love, balance, all those things. So very conducive to the number 3 here. All right, let me make sure this is on camera for you guys. Yes, she's just to the side. Let's move her up. All right, that looks good. All right, let's see what the oracles say first, and then we'll pull some tarot. We have the Phoenix, resurrection, surrendering to change. Okay. Card number 29, which is an 11. So awakening, trusting in a higher purpose, something new coming in. It's also a 2. Partnership, love. So something is changing. Maybe the way that you love yourself. I'm getting self-love coming through here. The way that you communicate to yourself is changing. You're speaking to yourself more lovingly. Giving yourself, vows of affection. Allowing yourself to receive love. Yeah, giving yourself symbols of love and what love means to you and how it makes you feel. And being open and receptive to receiving love, knowing that you are worthy and deserving of love. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I already flipped the other one. We have the journey guide, travel, change, and location. Okay, so confirmations about shifts and changes taking place. And we have 22. So you have an 11 and a 22. So big changes, forward movement for you guys. 22 is a healing number. Is it about balance and relationships, more transformation, growth, harmony, Yeah, your thoughts are shifting, your perceptions are shifting. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, you're offering yourself love, and we have the healing heart, love, acceptance, and romance. Nice. Okay, so some of you are definitely healing your own heart here, coming to a place of love and acceptance of yourself. And if not, this is the journey that you're heading towards. This is what's next for you. The next part of your journey is to love yourself more and to transform the way that you see yourself, the way that you speak to yourself, and learning to love and accept all aspects of who you are. Giving yourself gifts of, things that make you feel good, things that give you joy, things that give you pleasure, whether that's taking a nice relaxing bath or just relaxing without feeling guilty, taking on a creative project where you can just be in the moment and express yourself, if it's like baking or cooking or painting or singing or dancing, gardening, going for a walk in nature, playing, basketball or volleyball, whatever it is that, lifting weights, exercising, trying to think of whatever, writing, anything like that that's very creative where you can express yourself. I feel like those are all like ways that make you feel, love, that raise your vibration to a place of love and pleasure and enjoyment. That is what you're being guided to take. The journey you're being asked to go on here is to do more things that excite you, that light up your heart, that make your heart expand, and shifting the way that you speak to yourself, not from a place of criticism and judgment or shame or guilting. You need to be doing something. You should have said yes even though you wanted to say no because you didn't have the energy for it, or you already have a busy schedule and you'll feel bad if you say no. It's learning to listen to your heart and know your limitations and your energy levels, and not to do things out of guilt or fear. It's learning to love yourself and say yes to you more and no to others if you don't feel called to doing it, without guilting yourself. Self-love journey coming through for pile number 1. We have the Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Okay. This one feels called to be up here. The Fox are they're very talented. They're very good at using their wits to navigate. They're very, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say sneaky. They're very skilled at using what they have, and making what they have work. Very adaptable. Oh well, it'll come to me eventually. And we have the Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. Okay. Yeah, let go of any fears that you have about not being good enough. And to understand where that comes from. Look, we have this, this doorway of opportunity for you to face your fears about not being good enough, and to allow yourself to embrace your self-love journey here. See your beauty, see your uniqueness, see your talents as good enough, see yourself as good enough. Listen to your heart, follow your heart more. You have Malachite. Embrace transformation and let go of what's holding you back. Exactly. Let go. The more that you can love yourself you know, the more love that you give to yourself, you start turning your energy towards an inward flow of giving to you, not giving to everyone else and pushing the energy out. You turn the energy like it's a reverse flow, all right, so that you are more receiving. I'm going to receive love by pouring into my own energy field. I'm going to give myself the love that I'm looking for. So I want to receive kind words of affection. So start speaking to yourself kindly. You know, say affirmations of I love you, you know, insert your name. Say it several times, like I love you, I love you, I love you. You are so beautiful, you're so kind, you're so smart, you're so compassionate, you're so nurturing, you're so giving. I love your generous heart. You know, I am worthy, I'm deserving of love, and I am an amazing friend. You know, all those things that you would like to hear from somebody else. It's like, say it to yourself and get comfortable hearing it and receiving those kind words. And then do things that make yourself feel good, such as the activities I was explaining earlier, the creative outlet, right? Entertaining that inner child. So like the things that you enjoyed doing when you were younger, like allow yourself to have more of those experiences, because this is also a gift that you're giving yourself. And the more you can love yourself, set healthy boundaries. Don't allow somebody to disrespect you. Don't allow somebody to betray you and say, no, I'm worth somebody who appreciates me and understands my heart, doesn't want to hurt my heart. They respect it. They, if they hurt me and I let them know this really hurts my feelings and it makes me feel like this, and they validate it, and then they change and they apologize and they never do it again, that's somebody who's worthy of you. And so what happens with you setting these healthy boundaries for yourself, you pouring into your own cup, saying words of affirmation, doing acts of pleasure and stuff that makes you feel good, that creates that energy of return, of the inward flow for things to come into your energy, things to come into your life, into your physical reality. And you will start to attract people into your life who want to pour into your cup the way that you're pouring into your cup, right? Because you're setting the standard, you're setting the bar for the type of love you want in your life and your reality by you doing that work with yourself. And others who have that type of love, that type of vibration, they're going to be attracted to your energy, and they're going to start to appear in your life like out of the blue. So keep doing the work, keep loving yourself and pouring into your own cup. And we have a card number 9, which is just now coming through for me, and this is the end of a cycle here, you know, the end of tolerating less than you deserve, the end of doing and trying to prove yourself worthy in some kind of way, like you already are worthy and you deserve somebody to love you. And that has to start with you first, though. All right, you have to be the first one to love yourself in the way that you want to be loved. And this is what's awakening, this is what's transforming, is the way that you see yourself and the way that you love yourself. All right, and we have Obsidian, release negativity, protect your spirit with grounding energy. All right, and this is from endings come new beginnings. Release any old ways of seeing yourself, old ways of allowing people to disrespect you, or to just take from your energy, take from your heart, and not, you know, restore, replenish, or to give in return. You know, it's the end of doing for people who don't appreciate your love, your heart, your energy, and your presence. And now you know what those individuals look like, you know what that feels like, and now you know what you would prefer from a relationship now because of those experiences. And that can be the way that you can forgive and let go and move on, by now setting those healthy boundaries and standards for yourself that says, okay, I'm done learning from those types of relationships and having those types of experiences, and I've learned all I can now. Now what I'm learning is that I deserve love too, and I deserve to receive the love that I give. And now I'm going to start giving to myself all the energy that and love that I was pouring onto these people who were just taking. I'm going to start pouring it into me, because I will appreciate it more. I deserve it more. And you do. So start filling your own cup, healing your heart, loving yourself more, taking the driver's seat, right? And start deciding the type of love, and be more discerning on who is deserving of your heart. And that includes, you know, it can be anybody in your life. Set up a little boundary for yourself that protects your heart from those types of people. And unfortunately, sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends, a lot of times it can be your coworkers, of course. So make sure that you're just taking care of yourself, and don't feel guilty about it. All right, let's take a look at some tarot cards for you guys. What's next for pile number 1? Let's go with those. So you had the 4 of Cups come out. Okay, so typically this is about not seeing what's being offered to you. I feel like Spirit is going to be offering you something. Something's going to be coming in that you might not have expected. And this could be a new love, a new experience, something that's going to give you some emotional support here. 4 of Cups. Typically this is somebody who's not, you know, not happy with life circumstances, not happy with their current relationship, you know, what they have isn't exactly what, you know, it's not filling your cup, so to say, you know. And so you may be like wishing for something better, wishing for change, hoping that things would, you know, shift in the relationship more. And not feeling satisfied and content. But I feel like there's going to be something coming in, something new. All right, yeah, and we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, you've been feeling like, you know, this just isn't working. This isn't making me feel good. I don't feel emotionally satisfied. Disappointed, a little bit of sadness, maybe you've been feeling a little bit left out. Perhaps you may have recently got out of a relationship and you've been wanting to hear from them and they just haven't reached out. That was the initial message I was getting, you know, receiving a message coming in, but the message isn't going to come from this individual. It's actually your own heart that's speaking to you, that's wanting you to see that you deserve better. And to stop waiting. And it's okay, you know what I mean, to be sad. It's okay to have regret, you know, all those things, all those emotions, they're all valid. Allow yourself the time to grieve, as much time as you need to, so that they don't surface later on. You know, you want to just understand where your heart's coming from and validate those emotions, but don't linger too long, because then it'll prevent you from actually finding the ones that are meant to be on your life. Meant to be in your life. Okay, we have the Star. Yeah, you've been manifesting, wishing, hoping something would come in, hoping somebody would come in. You've been feeling left out, feeling like you don't matter. And we have the Page of Wands come out. Wands. Okay, so there is a manifestation that you've been having. And with the Page of Wands coming out, I feel like there is going to be, the more you follow your heart and act on the things that light you up, you're going to open up your energy. Your energy is going to be building. You're going to feel more excited. I feel you're going to feel more cheerful, more fearless. You're going to be letting go of all these fears, all of these emotions. There's going to be a lot of change, a lot of forward movement, because usually the pages represent something new, you know, a fresh beginning, empowering yourself, being fearless to take the leadership role in your life here, you know. Good news is coming in though. All right. New opportunities of love. Something's going to be you're going to be very successful. So let go of any fears of feeling left out. There is something coming in for you. Something new, a new idea, a new beginning. Something that's more in an alignment with your manifesting, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, and let go of what didn't work out, because there's something better for you coming in. Someone better for you coming in. Start using your energy, shifting your energy, and focus on loving yourself and giving yourself that love. Look at that. We have strength. Yes. You can do this. This is healing. This is a number 8. Cycles of growth, achievement, strength, healing. Healing the wounds. Healing your mind, healing your fears, healing your doubts about not being good enough, not being worthy. Things just didn't work out because something better is meant for you. Something better is coming in. One that's more in an alignment with who you are as a soul. With this beautiful heart that you have. This golden heart that you have. New romance. Accepting the change. Transforming the way that you love yourself and the way that you receive love. Okay? I'm going to get you one of these cards here. This is about, this is called Heart Thoughts by Louis Hay. Let's get you some messages out of here. We have this one. I always have a choice. I choose to believe that it is easy to change a thought or a pattern, and it is my choice to do so. Yes, yes, yes. Take your power back. You are in the driver's seat. You choose who's worthy of you. Who's worthy of your beautiful heart? Who's deserving of your time, your energy? It's putting yourself in that queen, king throne, that place of worthiness, and knowing that you are deserving, and you choosing who is an appropriate partner, who is worthy of your time, your energy, and your love. Who do you know is going to be who are you willing to take a chance on based on the way that they treat you, how they handle your heart, how they handle your emotions and your feelings? Do they disregard them? Do they tell you they're sorry right now, but then later on go do something worse, or they repeat it again, or they just keep on doing the same things over and over again and they don't take any accountability, or they try to gaslight you or shame you and, you know, or just shrug it off like it's no big deal and say that you're too sensitive, you're too emotional, you're overreactive. You know, that's not somebody who's worthy of your heart. What do we have? We have all my relationships are enveloped in a circle of love. Beautiful. I have wonderful, harmonious relationships with everyone where there is mutual respect and caring on both sides. Thank you for that beautiful confirmation. Yes. You deserve somebody who sees your heart, who loves you regardless of your of how emotional you are. You know what I mean? They love that about you. They love that you're empathic. They love that you're nurturing and caring, and that you have a big, beautiful heart. You want somebody who sees that, but you have to see it first. Okay? Let's get one more. Pile number 1. What's next on the path for them? Let's get them a final message. This one here. It says, I am free to say no if something is not best for me. I use the power of my mind and my free will to do what I know is right. I trust myself. Beautiful. Listen to your heart. Follow your intuition. Look for the signs. Quit ignoring any of those red flags. They're all telling you, listen to that gut instinct. If it's saying, they're lying. No, this isn't right. They're not treating you, the way that you deserve. Listen to that voice. Protect yourself. Stand up for yourself. And say, no, sorry, pass. This isn't working out. I thought it would. I was willing to give it a try, but I deserve better now. And I don't like what you're offering me. It actually makes me feel bad about myself. And I don't want somebody in my life like that. I want somebody who supports me, who lifts me up, who wants me to be successful, wants me to be happy. And they inspire me. They encourage me. And we inspire and encourage one another. Like we are each other's best friends. And we cheer each other on. And we care if we hurt one another. We don't want the other one sad. We don't want the other one angry. It's about compromise. It's about understanding, because you're merging and blending your energies, your lives, your experiences together. And you want somebody on the path who you can enjoy your time with, So be selective. You deserve more than what you're settling for, okay? All right, pile number 1, these were your messages. This is what's next on the journey for you. Thanks for joining me in the temple today. Please like and subscribe. Comment below if you feel like sharing your story with me, or just let me know that this was your reading. I'm sending y'all lots of love. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to take a look at what is next on the journey for you. What is the next step, next phase? And you were drawn to this card right here and the number 6. And what I noticed first off was the 33 on your card, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So not only do you have 33, which is about like an understanding of self. This is a master number, so a higher level of spiritual understanding, connecting to your higher self. And then we have 6 and 6, so 66, which is about finding balance. And in this card, we have this woman who's sitting here with 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on dry land. And I feel like right now you're being asked to just kind of go with the flow, remain balanced in your energy levels. I also heard fish, I got my wish. We have a bunch of these koi fish swimming in the water below with the Pisces here. So I feel like there is some manifestation that's going to be coming in for you. And right now you're being asked to kind of just take your time, go with the flow, be in a place of rest and relaxation, because there's some harvest that's coming in for you. And we have like a kingfisher here who is waiting patiently. Kingfishers, when they take their aim, when they go for it, they make sure that they are, going to get their harvest, right? It's like if they're gonna go for it, I heard this, shoot to kill, it's that kind of thing. Like their aim is definitely spot on. So take what resonates for you. I feel like you're definitely being asked to take some time to just self-nurture, self-soothe, relax, stay balanced. Something's coming in for you. some wish, some manifestation, a new path, a new journey, a new experience, something you've been focusing on, building towards. Yes. All right, let's take a look at the rest of your oracle cards. I'm going to place her over here so we have room. You have the Winged Wise Ones, Angelic Help, Miraculous Aid. Ooh, beautiful. I feel the peace dove coming through here. We have this beautiful dove over here, and she's got these white wings. So the angels are helping you with this manifestation. Card number 7. So we have 6, 7. Yep. Things are moving forward. Things are progressing. Making sure these are centered on the camera here. All right, next we have, you had 2 of these come out. The Keeper of the Scales. Ooh, confirmation. We have fairness and balance. And we have this white coming through, okay. Lots of white. So there may be an activation to your crown chakra. Something's being cleansed, healed. Clarity may be coming in. We have a number 11 here. Awakening, enlightenment. Ooh, higher purpose, higher calling. That's nice. Trust your intuition. Something's awakening, something new. Ooh, your crown chakra can be being activated here. Let's keep going. Ooh, we have prosperity. Nice. The path of prosperity. Abundance and success. Okay, that's great. And we have the mountains. Stand your ground. Okay, so you're being asked to stay balanced. This manifestation, this wish of abundance is working its way to you. Fairness and balance. I feel justice card coming through here. Karmic justice. Ooh, your karmic rewards are coming in. Ooh, you could be accessing your soul star chakra, remembering who you are. You've balanced out your energy levels. This could have been healing the divine masculine and feminine energies. Yeah, she's got wings. You're ascending, you're elevating. I was going to say escalating. Yeah, something. Look at this balance. We have your roots are very stable. Your roots are very, very strong. And this manifestation here is about to be coming in. Stay rooted. Ground and focus in that abundance and success. Yeah, focus. But go with your flow here, right? Be open, receptive. You see this woman, she's sitting, she's waiting, she's allowing, she's not rushing to create, she's not rushing or worried about these blessings coming in. She knows they're coming in. It's like she's sitting on her throne, she's biding her time. You've done the work. You maybe been working with a lot of 1111, manifesting a lot. Maybe there's been a lot of challenges along the ways. Maybe it is a challenge for you to rest, for you to receive, to tune into your divine feminine energies. I also feel Mot coming through here, the goddess Mot, the keeper of the scales, you know, the heart, who is deserving, who is worthy, staying light as a feather, healing the heart, your purity, your innocence. Oh my goodness, I know my dog is fiddling with their dog food bowl, which is empty. Hang on. Okay, so that may have been part of your message here, right? She's like, where's my food? Where is it? You may be asking, well, where's my karma? Where's all of my prosperity? Where's my good work? Where is my manifestation? And I feel like your guides, the Spirit is saying it's coming in. Have patience, wait, be still. Things are balancing out. The scales are shifting in your favor. The road to abundance is being paved. We have this beautiful castle here in the sky. Up ahead on the path, I feel like that is your, maybe you've been manifesting a home. Stand your ground. Yeah, don't let fear come in and shifting your energies. Look, we have a 42. This is another 6 coming through here. So, and 6s are about home life, creating a nurturing environment, harmony, love, balance. What do we have? Knight. Be brave and honest. Look at all this white. Yeah, you are, this is protected here. Your abundance. There's a lot of growth, a lot of heart healing, standing your ground, being brave and honest with what you deserve, what you know is rightfully yours. He reminds me of the, what are they called? The Knights Templar, right? This beautiful rose in the background. I feel like this is your heart. Stay centered in your heart chakra. Know that this abundance, this manifestation is coming in because this is your part of your destiny. You've worked really, really hard for it with the mountains here. You've overcome many, many challenges to get to where you are, and you deserve this success. You deserve the abundance. You deserve justice. Yeah, there's a miracle coming in for you. Miraculous aid. The divine is supporting you. And that's why you're being asked to just rest, to receive, have patience. Everything is shifting for you. You may not see it in the physical world, but below the surface, things are shifting. Things are aligning in your favor. Balance is being restored. We have Amazonite. Seek harmony and balance. Let peace guide your way. Confirmation. Perhaps work with the stone. This helps soothe and calm the emotional body so that fear can't take root anywhere. And then we have onyx. Yeah, protecting your heart here. Find protection, strength, and let courage guide your path. So we have a lot of courage. This is trust in the unknown. Trust what you can't see. Trust and believe and know that it's coming, that it's manifesting, that it's on its way. You have, you know, this reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. The golden brick road, you know, the path to home. Your happy life, your happy home, your wish fulfillment. That's what's coming in. That's what's next for you on the journey. You just have to remain balanced, have faith, trust, strengthen your heart here, and allow yourself to be guided. Go within. His eyes are closed here. He's listening to his heart. He's listening to his guides. Believing in himself. Being brave and trusting in what you can't see. Know that the flower will bloom in its own time, okay? Your cup will be filled. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's take a look at some tarot real quick. Ooh, this one's coming out. Look at that, the 7 of Pentacles. You've been working very, very hard. Tending to the soil, tending to your manifestations. You're wanting to fill up this wheelbarrow of all of your harvest. The harvest is coming in. Yes, you are ready to receive. What is next? We have the 6 of Cups. Ooh. So this kind of reminds me of the 2 of Cups, finding comfort. You know, feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling loved. Your needs being acknowledged, your needs being met. Perhaps this is, yeah, having more to share. Let's get some more. The Seven of Wands. That. Pile number 2, please. Hang on a minute, the cards are acting a little scattered. Perhaps that might be how you feel in your energy. Remain balanced, though. And look what you have coming out. We have Temperance. Remain balanced. And the Hierophant. Trust in your spiritual wisdom here. Yeah. It may be hard sometimes to trust in what you can't see, right? And to have faith and know that everything is going to work out. And but what you're waiting for is things to come into alignment, right? You don't want to act before, because then you may miss out on an opportunity. Perhaps you've had to, yeah. There may be, this card is sometimes a little bit about defense here. And I feel like it could be just telling you, you know, to stand up and face your fears, to acknowledge where they come from. Maybe fears of not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough. It may be something that comes from the past, some old memories, worries that this isn't the abundance, or your manifestation isn't going to come in, and that could be what you need to address, what you need to heal. There may be some buried emotions that need your love and attendance, where you can reestablish that balance within, where you feel more safe, more secure, where your mind and heart are on the same page. You're not feeling without, or you're not worried, you're not fearful that things aren't going to come in. Because the fear can be something that blocks the manifestation, right? If we try to rush the process, or if we're trying to force things to happen, it can actually prevent the manifestation from coming in, because we are trying to be in control. And this is something where Spirit's trying to align things, and we have to like surrender and let go and allow Spirit to work its magic, right? Because we've already you put the thought, you put the intention out there, and now you're being asked to sit and wait and allow the manifestation to come in, and to heal any old wounds that you may have about, or any fears that you have that may block you or prevent you from knowing your worth of receiving it, or knowing that the possibility can happen, and believing in the miracles. It's about not acknowledging your belief system. Is there a belief system that's preventing you from receiving your harvest? And I've been through this too, myself, so I completely understand. I had to, you know, there's sometimes when we've been manifesting something, we've been holding the focus and the vision, and we've been doing the work, we've been releasing fears and doubts about it. But if there is a belief system that we have about ourselves, or about reality, and about the way we want it to come in, like sometimes if we try to be too limiting on the way the manifestation is going to come in, like if we're trying to limit the possibility by believing, like, say you wanting abundance and you wanting success, but we're seeing it come from a specific way, like if it's coming from your business, or if you're trying to manifest it coming from like a relative or something like that, and instead of like opening it up to where I am manifesting abundance and opportunities in all and any ways that it can come into my life, that way you're opening up all these doors, versus just limiting that it has to come through this one avenue of abundance, you know, and seeing that abundance comes in so many different ways, and acknowledging where there is abundance already in your life helps you to generate a flow of more abundance, so that abundance can come in all the many ways that abundance flows. And abundance can come in ways of joy, laughter, friendship, did I say love, finances, good memories, fun experiences. Abundance is around us everywhere, and if we learn to start focusing and appreciating the abundance that is around us, even if it's small things, like there's small things that are necessary that we take for granted every day, like the abundance of air that we breathe, the abundance of shade, or the sun coming up every day, the chance to get up each morning and to create something new for ourselves, or the abundance of friendship that we have, the abundance of support that we have in our lives. It's just finding all the ways that we can look for abundance and being appreciative of it. And that's what generates more, because the universe responds to our energy, to our vibration. And if our vibration is one of gratitude for everything that we have in our life, everything that we're grateful for, the universe is going to match that vibration and send us more of that vibration, right? So it's focusing on that vibration of receiving and being grateful for what you have, what you already have. And if you're saying that you don't have it, like, well, I don't have abundance, I don't have prosperity, then the universe doesn't know the difference, what you have and what you don't have. All it relies on is your frequency, your vibration. So if your vibration is I don't have, well, then you won't have, because the universe isn't going to send anything to you because you're saying you don't have it, and that's your vibration is one of lack. So if you shift your vibration to one of I have, then the universe supports I have. If your vibration is I don't have, it supports I don't have, because you're choosing what you want in your life through your vibration. So it's figuring out what it is that you want to manifest on your path, on your journey, and then matching that vibration and being grateful for it, whether it's in your life right now or not. The more you can be grateful for it and visualizing it and acting as if, being in the vibration of what it would feel like to have it, and then sitting back and waiting for it to show up in your reality. That's what you're being asked to do. This is the next phase of learning that you're on. This is what you're trying to master, so that you can bring in this beautiful harvest, okay? Okay, let me get you a few of these little heart cards here. They are Heart Thoughts by Louise Hay from the Hay House here. Let's get you some closing messages for what's next on your path. All right, we have I am always safe. And it says, I release my emotional attachment to beliefs from the past so that they do not hurt me in the present. I am safe. Okay, so anything that we have to the past that didn't make us feel comforted, if there's any form of lack in any kind of way, any old belief systems that we may have had. I mean, and these are all like, they're old sayings sometimes that have been passed down generationally that, we don't really take as serious as we think. Like one of the ones my parents used to say was like, oh, money don't go on trees, or money is the root of all evil. And what's another one? You have to work hard for everything that you get. Those kinds of things like that, like we take to heart and we take them as a belief system. And until we realize we start on this healing journey, well, what are my blockages to receiving abundance? What are my belief systems about having success, having abundance? And when I look back on it, I heard some of those things and I was like, oh my gosh, like money isn't the root of all evil. It's the way people use money, and what they do with the money. And money doesn't grow on trees, but it's made from trees, and it is as abundant as there are trees on the world. And money doesn't have to be hard to earn, you know what I mean? It can be something that, have you ever wondered why some people, like just money seems to easily come to them, and They seem to just be very lucky. It's all about your belief system, you know, and if you believe that you are worthy and deserving, and when you shift your vibration to being in that flow of abundance and allowing it to come in and knowing that opportunities easily show up for you and just money's always coming in through so many different ways and not trying to limit the source of it, you will start to see how you will harvest so many different opportunities, and abundance will come in so many different forms because you're not trying to limit it and you're not being held back by old belief systems that you used to believe about how success and happiness and love and prosperity can come into your world. So you need to become like her, where she's just chilling, she's relaxing. She knows that her abundance is going to come in because fish, they represent, you know, money, they represent finances, they represent wishes and dreams. The potential here with Pisces, the potential of anything, all of these manifestations coming in. You know, fish, I got my wish. I heard that. All right, these are your other two messages, and they're both the same color. It says, I allow others to be themselves. I love others by allowing them to be who they are. By learning to accept myself, I am also learning how to accept others. Okay? Self-love, self-care, and we can't change anybody else. We just have to understand that's who they are. This is where they're choosing to live from, through their own belief system. We have to allow everybody their own growth cycle, their own journey through life, and learning their own lessons. And the more you can love yourself and appreciate yourself on the journey, and giving yourself love, giving yourself care, understanding your belief system, and then allowing yourself to forgive yourself, forgiving others. This also helps to heal that heart chakra so that you can have more gratitude and open yourself up to receiving more of what it is that you are wanting to bring in, what you're wanting to manifest. Because we did have a 6 come through several times, creating a nurturing environment for yourself, family, a happy home life, you know, having empathy for others, balance and love, you know, reciprocity here, giving and taking and balance. And we had balance coming through as well. So this could be an abundance of love you're looking for, not just finances, but an abundance of love. Know your worth. And then we have, I have unlimited potential. I trust myself to create only that which is for my highest good and greatest joy, that which is perfect for my spiritual growth and evolution. Okay, so again, we have trust yourself, seek balance in all ways, be brave and honest with how you feel, with your truth, creating something, knowing that what it is that you're wanting to bring forth into your life is something that's going to be of benefit for you and everyone. And the more that you can believe in your deservingness, you know, and your willingness to create shifts and change in your belief systems, it's going to help you grow, it's going to help you expand, it's going to help you find peace, it's going to help you find balance, and it's going to help restore your heart chakra so that more can come into your world. Okay, so with this allowing them to be who they are, there may be a little bit of nostalgia coming through about, you know, maybe something that didn't work out. But know that everything happens for a reason, and there's something better for you on the path and on the journey ahead. All right? You're being prepared for something new. But you have to balance the heart, balance the giving and receiving, set healthy boundaries for yourself, know your worth, know that you are deserving of receiving. Okay? Alright, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close your reading now. Thank you all so much for being here in the temple with me today. Please like and subscribe, comment below if you feel like sharing your story, or just let me know that pile number 2 resonated with you. I'm sending y'all lots of love. Y'all take care and have a blessed day. Welcome to your reading pile number 3. You guys were drawn to this card and the number 1 on the dice. And this is what's next on your journey. This is Spirit's guidance for the next phase that you're on. So with this card here, this is card number 18, which is a 9, and then we have a 1. So I feel like you're at the end of a cycle and beginning something new. And with the image on the card, some of you may be expecting a child. Maybe some of you are giving birth to a child. Maybe it's been a dream, a manifestation that you've been wanting to come in for a while. But for some of you, I feel like this is you healing the inner child, doing some inner healing work, and trusting your heart, following your heart, listening to your heart here, feeling more confident with yourself, seeing the truth of who you are, connecting to your divinity, your divine self. Healing your truth is coming through. Let's see what else. Heart healing. Alright, let me see if y'all can see these. It's starting to get dark back here, so I had to turn one of my lights on. Sometimes it can cast a shadow. Alright, let's see what your oracle cards say, and then we'll get some tarot. So we have Sisters of Season, Sisters of the Seasons, Cycles of Growth, Natural Law, and Divine Order. Number 17, which is an 8. So definitely, some of you are definitely going to be pregnant. Some of you are going to be expecting a newborn. And some of you you're just growing, you're healing, you're stepping out of an old cycle and into a new cycle. There's a lot of achievement here, a lot of success. Moving from one phase of life into another phase of life, you're growing, you're healing, nurturing that inner child. And we have soulful appreciation, heartfelt gratitude. Yes, the heart healing. And we have card number 30. 3s are about joy, cycles of joy, appreciation. We have this transformation here. Yeah, a heart of gold. The scales are shifting, because you've brought this beautiful healing in. Light as a feather. Balance. Feeling more balanced in your heart. Yeah, we have 34. Currents of emotion. Yeah, I feel like you've been doing a lot of emotional healing. And we have the Oracle, wait for important information. And she's giving this offering. We have the snake. Yeah, lots of transformation. Yeah, maybe been asking for guidance. Uncontrolled feelings. Let's see what else. What's the other one? We have through and hold the space. Yeah, you've been going within and doing a lot of emotional healing here. I feel like you've been doing a lot of shadow work, shadow healing, transformation. Maybe some of you have been doing some working with the moon cycles. Ooh, I feel Mary Magdalene coming through. Healing the heart chakra, healing the divine feminine, healing some old wounds, old emotions from the past, and now you're stepping into your wisdom. Yeah, things coming into balance, things being restored. You're shifting timelines even. I see this beautiful abundance coming in for you. Yeah, a lot of growth. We have rhodonite, heal emotional wounds, let love guide your heart. Yeah, confirmation, you've been healing some old wounds. Okay, so definitely some inner child healing for you. Holding space for your inner child to feel safe. Alright, so if you haven't been, this is going to be what's next on the journey for you, is healing the inner child here. Bringing healing so that your inner child feels safe, feels comforted. It's time to change. It's time to move forward. To help mature help your inner child heal from old wounds, old ways of seeing things and believing things, because your inner child wounds are from a child's perspective. And when you learn to reparent your inner child, you help mature them so that they can grow up and have healing and understanding. And so the inner child wounds are there because there's nobody guiding them forward. There's nobody helping them understand and process their wounds and their hurt feelings. And so they're stuck there waiting for somebody to come back and help them and heal them and collect them, grab them, hold them, and carry them forward. And it's you, the higher self of your inner child, the future you, taking care of yourself and comforting yourself and giving your inner child what they needed, you know, holding them dear, holding them close and saying, it's okay, I got you, I'm not going to let anything hurt you. I understand your feelings, I understand why you feel this way, and then validate why it's okay for them to feel that way. And then you bringing them forward with you and saying, I'm not going to ever let that happen to us again. We're in control. We're grown adults now, and we get to say, you know, what happens by us choosing what we allow to happen and who we allow in our lives and the way that we feel, because now we're an adult, and as adults you get control over, you know, what happens, who you allow to treat you a certain kind of way. You know, you're allowed to stand up for yourself, and you're allowed to set healthy boundaries for yourself. When you're children, you have to kind of do what your parents say. You don't have any control over what adults do and how adults treat you. You just have to sit there and take it and deal with it until you get older, you know. But those wounds don't go away unless we address them, unless we validate them and we comfort them and we allow our feelings to exist because they were real and that experience was real and it made us feel this way. And it's okay to have those feelings, and we have to tell ourselves that it's okay to be hurt, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be angry, and completely understand why you felt that way and be okay feeling that way. If you need to cry, if you need to vent, if you need to scream, if you need to, you know, rage it out, do it so that they can be released. You know, our emotions aren't meant to be held on to. They are water. Water is meant to flow. Energy is meant to flow. It's not meant to be trapped and stuck, because it can limit our potential. It can limit our growth. And things are meant to change. You know, we're meant to grow. And your inner child needs your support. It needs your wisdom. It needs your love. Your inner child's waiting for your love, waiting for your attention. And a lot of times as adults, when we have these old wounds and old memories come up, we don't want to face them. We don't want to deal with them. We don't want to feel them because it hurts, you know. But our inner child is still suffering in that, and they feel completely alone and abandoned even by us. And it's sad when you think about it that way, but it is the truth. We are abandoning ourselves just like we felt everybody else did. And so if you can see it through those eyes, because that's how your inner child feels, you can go back and go, oh, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I can't do that to myself. You know, everybody else did that. I'm going to change, and I'm going to bring love to those places where I need love. I'm going to bring comfort to those places that I need comfort, you know, and give your inner child what it needs. It needs that nurturing, loving, compassionate heart of yours. Yeah, hold space for your inner child's wounds, you know, and allowing them to feel what they need to feel so that they can let it go and heal. And they can grow up and mature and see things from your eyes, see things from your point of view. How do you see it, you know? looking back, how can we shift our perspective? Can we see the whole picture now that we're older? Can we look back at the situation with a different pair of eyes, you know, with the eyes that we have today, with wisdom in our hearts? And let love guide you so that you can heal these emotional wounds. So a lot of emotional healing is next for you, pile number 2. And I'm sending you lots of love and strength as you go through this process, because it isn't easy, and I've been through it myself many times. And I've had to cry, I've had to give myself big hugs and be my biggest cheerleader and support myself, forgive myself for allowing myself to be treated that way, to agree to the way that they saw me, to the way that they treated me, because I was trying to avoid conflict, or, you know, trying to forgive before they even asked for forgiveness, trying to have compassion and understanding when it wasn't even asked for, because I was seeing things through my heart and wanting to believe in people's potential, and I'll allow them to have a bad day, but I didn't deserve them to lash out at me. I didn't deserve for them to treat me like crap and to yell at me when I was just coming to ask a question, or I was kind, I wasn't rude, or anything like that. And I should have stood up for myself, and I should have, you know, called it out and said, I don't deserve that, and I really don't want you in my life if that's how you're going to treat me, you know. And that's what we need to do, is have a strong heart and have healthy boundaries for ourselves, where we choose what we allow in our lives, and no longer needing approval, no longer feeling afraid that we're going to be alone if we don't tolerate abuse, okay? Because being alone with ourselves is so much better. And I promise you this, it is so much better than being in a relationship with somebody, family, friends, partners, that treat you like crap, who don't care about how you feel. It is so much better to be alone, because the relationship you have with yourself is the most important. And that's the one that needs your love and your attention, so that you no longer attract people in your life who treat you this way. And the reason why they're in your life is because you don't stand up for yourself, you don't set healthy boundaries for yourself, you don't protect yourself, you're way too open and too accepting and too forgiving. And that's not a bad thing, but it is when we let people treat us poorly, you know. It's like, don't mistake kindness for weakness, and that's what they see. They see your kindness as a weakness, but it needs to be your strength, where you choose who is allowed to have my kindness, who is worthy of my kindness, and who's worthy of my heart, not the other way around, all right? And it's setting that healthy boundary, holding sacred space to protect your inner child, so that your inner child doesn't feel abandoned, doesn't feel ignored, doesn't feel alone or unloved in any kind of way. All right, let's get your final card. Smoky quartz. Ground yourself and release what no longer serves you. Smoky quartz and rhodonite are such great crystals to work with healing the heart. And smoky quartz, it pulls out negativity and old dense energies, and it grounds it out. It is a great protective stone. It cleanses the energy field. We have the white sage in the background, and we have the smoke. So I definitely think you need to do some energy cleansing, emotional cleansing. I do offer chakra balancing. I do long distance if y'all are interested in that. I do I do oh, my inner child right there. I do chakra cleansing treatments. I will cleanse your aura, your energy chakras, and I will rebalance them and charge them up. I charge $45. It usually takes about an hour, and I do this through Zoom. All right. I can also let you know which chakras are blocked if any of you are interested in that. I charge $15 to let you know which one of your chakras is experiencing a blockage at that time as well. And this one, I just need your permission to tap into your energy field to let you know which chakras are blocked. All right, let's see what your tarot says. Whoa. Okay, what do we have? We have the King of Swords. Yes. Cutting those cords to the past, standing in your truth. Look at that. Having clarity. Communicating your truth, expressing yourself, learning these lessons, yeah. Learning to express yourself and allowing your inner child to express itself and express its needs. Okay, I'm going to get one more after this. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Nice. This is happy family. A happy ending here. This is also creating a solid foundation. And yeah, success. Creative endeavors here. What else we got? The Queen of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment, feeling satisfied, feeling blessed, feeling safe, feeling secure, emotionally secure, financially secure. Yeah, I thought I felt abundance coming through. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is also about a legacy, you know, or something that's meant to be passed on for generations. So the work that you're doing on yourself is something that's going to benefit future generations. Like at those of you, if you are creating your own family, if you're currently pregnant right now, this is the work that you're doing to heal your heart. Is going to be something that your children won't have to experience because of the work that you are doing. Yeah. Just follow your heart. Let your heart guide you, pile number 3. Following your heart. Okay. All right. Let me get you a few more of these. This is the Heart Thoughts Oracle cards by Louise Hay. Louise Hay. I think that's how she says her name. Pile number 3. This is the card that comes in the pack. I'm going to have to separate that out because I forgot to do that. Alright, here we go. Alright, it says, I am free to say no if something is not best for me. I use the power of my mind and my free will to do what I know is right. I trust myself. Look at that. That your inner child is going to feel so loved because you will be doing the work to bring in healing. You'll be validating, you know, how you feel, and you'll be learning to have a stronger connection with yourself and your heart. And so your heart and mind will be on the same page because you're teaching yourself how to trust your heart and to open your heart again. What do we have, I am worth loving. Oh, my heart is slipping for y'all. I'm going to cry for y'all. A powerful affirmation is to stand with arms wide open and say, I am willing to let the love in. It is safe to let the love in. All right, pile number 3. Sending you a big hug. All right, here we are. I express my true being. My wisdom and understanding of spirit increases, and I express more fully each day the inner beauty and strength of my true being. That's beautiful. This is seeing yourself through the eyes of the divine, knowing your worth, healing that pure heart of yours, that innocent child that you are, that you came in as, right? And seeing your worth, seeing your value, healing that part of your heart, that aspect of yourself, so that you are whole and complete. And there will be no more looking back to the past, and not feeling loved, not feeling supported, because you will have gone back into the past and reclaimed that part of you and brought it with you to the present moment, so that the past is no longer controlling your mind, no longer controlling your heart. You will feel whole and you will feel secure, okay? And you will feel comforted and you will feel loved. I'm so happy for you guys. I can't wait for y'all to come into this place where you feel completely loved and trusting yourself and letting your heart expand and seeing the truth of who you are through your eyes. Alright? Alright, pile number 3. I'm sending you the biggest hug. Thank you all for joining me in the temple today. I'm sending you all lots of love and light. Please comment below if you feel like sharing your story. Like and subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Alright, y'all take care and have a blessed day.